The earthquake, which struck Nepal and killed thousands, has brought aid workers from many different organizations and many different countries, including Scientologists, who have traveled to Nepal to practice their weird supernatural powers, which they believe they all possess, and help those in need. None of those supernatural powers, of course, have been scientifically proven, but that obviously doesn't stop them from flying to disaster zones, which makes me ask the question, what are their real motives here? Margaret, I don't know. I spoke not long ago on the Lip TV about a US pastor here who had a lot of harsh words to say about the earthquake in Nepal. He said that that's what you get when you don't believe in God. If you're not a Christian, maybe now they'll convert. He saw that as an opportunity to spread his radical, weird, messed up views. I'm not saying that the Scientologists are that extreme because we know that they're very normal, but it begs the question. I mean, what are their motives here, given that I had a hard time finding how much money they gave to Nepal, but it was easy to find how many of these workers, disaster helpers, they sent out to perform their weird spiritual rituals.
Their touch therapy. Well, they're clearly taking advantage of this crisis.
Yeah.
Nothing new. We've seen different churches dispatch missionaries all over the world to aid and help those and proselytize them along the way. It looks like the Scientologists are doing this as well, taking advantage of it. I don't know a whole lot about this touch therapy though, just kind of poking someone.
Well, okay, I'll get into that, but I also want to say that they believe in a lot of things. They can, for example, maybe on the less extreme sense, they can make a drunk person sober in just minutes by feeling them out. All the way to the extreme end where they say that they can bring a recently deceased body back to life by shouting commands at it. Literally, you have to yell at the body, and if you do it in this certain tone, the body will come back to life. They've made numerous claims that that works. I don't know if I believe them. I'm hard-pressed to believe that they can do those kinds of things. But yeah, going back to the touch therapy, it's called assists. They touch you in certain places and they tell you things, and they believe that they can kind of sort your mind out, because once your mind is sorted out, then your pain will go away. These people lost everything they have, their homes, their family members, everything they know. I don't think these people, these groups of people going and poking them are really helping anything other than their own agenda, which is spreading Scientology, making it a global thing.
You know, let's hope that they brought money, medicine, blankets, generators with them.
I don't want to say that they're not doing anything. They did. They did. I read they went to the store. They brought canned foods, even generators and times. They handed out these awesome T-shirts. But I mean, other than that, though, I think it's mostly they have alternative motives. That's all I'm trying to say. Do you agree with me?
I do. I think that they're going to try to make these people all become Scientologists. I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah. And you mentioned, missionaries have been doing it for a long time. I also want to say that, there's these different missions that go out and they build houses in Guatemala, for example. I'm not saying that these things are bad, but there's always these alternative motives, and I don't like people that exploit other people who are either in poverty or struck with natural disasters such as the earthquake in Nepal. I don't like for people to see those as opportunities to push their own beliefs on other people when they're vulnerable. I hope that's not the case, but it looks like it is, at least in the case of the Scientologists. We want to know what you guys have to say. I mean, it's hard to believe anything they do is for a good cause. After the whole documentary on HBO came out and just their whole reputation in general, it's hard to believe anything they do is genuine for the great good of man. Let us know what you guys have to say, whether I'm right or wrong. Let us know in the comments, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Lip TV for more.